Hello everyone, I'm Jason Largent, and this is your short video introduction to the direct mail marketing opportunity that I contacted you about. I'd like to thank you for getting this far and taking your valuable time to look at the video. You should know before we get started that this video is unrehearsed, so forgive me if I jump around a bit. What you see on the screen is a sample of the piece that I'll be talking to you about today. Before I get into that, though, I'd like you to know that I'll be totally transparent on this video because I feel strongly that marketing should be opt-in and low pressure, whether it's business to business or business to consumer. When advising my clients, I stress the same in order to create campaigns that work, that customers respond to, both online and in print. Honestly though, more than selling an ad space, I'm looking to help you build your brand, and direct mail marketing is just one good way to do that. If you visited my website, you'll know we do a lot of other things as well. But if I have an opportunity, I'll tell you a little bit more in the end, maybe about myself and my business. Actually, that's probably another video altogether. I did decide though, just so you have a face to go with the name, to show you a picture of me. And that's my lovely fiance there with me. I usually hide from the camera, so I don't have many images of just me. Nonetheless, good ones. She might not be too happy that I put her in the video, but she is soon to be my better half, so she may have to get used to these kinds of shenanigans. The 9x12 in a nutshell is a cooperative marketing campaign using USPS Everydoor Direct Mail. Everydoor Direct Mail is a fairly new offering from the post office. It allows us to send a very large, high-quality 9x12 postcard to consumers without the card being folded. You can actually go a little larger, but there is a good likelihood that the card will get folded or bundled around the other mail being delivered that day, and we don't want that. I have another video that explains a lot about EDDM, so if you're interested, you can view that one as well for more detailed information on EDDM targeting and demographics. This image is a digital sample. The next image is an actual shot of the sample card. Notice the glare there in the middle. That is due to the double UV gloss that goes on heavy cardstock. This is an expensive card to produce, but it's important that the card is high quality. Your ad will go to 10,000 addresses selected based on highly desirable demographics for less than 6 cents per address. Yes, I am giving you the price. Remember, I did say I would be transparent. If you did your own piece, this is an example of a 5.5 by 8.5 that I did for a client of mine in El Dorado. You'd be looking at over 50 cents per address for a piece like this, plus design fees, unless you hired me, in which case it'd be less than that. But the industry standard is around 56 cents per address, or nearly 10 times the cost of the 9x12 ad. Now, getting back to the 9x12, I want to explain the unique opportunity that is before you currently. It's never to be repeated again. Hence the sincere time sensitivity. Because this is a new offering, I'm going to give ad space at extremely low pricing. For this mailing, all the ad spaces will be offered at the cost of the smallest ad, which you see here. That's 3.5 by 1. That's usually $595, and that price will be the same for every one of these ads for this initial launch. Spaces are going to be first come, first serve, but we'll likely combine these two ad spaces so that the last advertiser or whoever opts in for that space gets a fair share of exposure. So the first bonus is the lowest possible pricing that I can offer you for this piece. Perhaps more importantly though, bonus number 2 is that you'll get free additional exposure on my coupon style website. WichitaGroupDeals.com is a Groupon or coupon style website. You can actually do it either way. The current data here is just sample data for the purposes of this video, but the example shown here is a legitimate offer and it will be featured when the site goes live. The postcard will direct consumers to the website using verbiage something like, to view these and other offers from local businesses, visit WichitaGroupDeals.com. You'll also get my assistance in helping you create a solid offer, giving you a way to not only market to new customers, but also to remarket to your existing customers and test new ads. That is important because you have additional space to experiment with ads and find new approaches that your potential clients, customers want to see and take advantage of. So if I click here on this offer, I will get, this should be the front page where nope, that's actually, there we go. Here's the front page. You can see other offers. This is the featured offer. If I click on that, then I get a page that's exclusive to the merchant here. So as you can see with True Value, the coupon is 5 off 25. However, they also do really well with propane refills. That's a high margin sort of item for them. So you can see ours $14.95 with coupon and filled to a full 20 pounds. The exchanges up to $21.99 and only filled to 15 pounds. So you have additional room there to talk about some other offerings or some other things that maybe your potential customers might be interested in. So you have a space on the ad to put an offer, you have a space on the website to put an offer, and you'll have room to talk about anything you want to talk about. So that's a really, really exciting bonus that I've decided to add to this just for the launch of both the piece and the website together. If you wanted to do a coupon style offer, for example, if you hit the Buy Now button, you get a coupon here that you can print and take into True Value. Or you can do a Groupon style offer if that's your preference, where you would sell $40 worth of food for $20, and Groupon, in their particular business model, they return 50% of that sale back to you, so $10. In this particular case, if you wanted to run a Groupon style offer, I only charge a 15% fee, and that's really just to cover my costs of collecting money, distributing money, and so on. But we can discuss that in more detail on a one-on-one basis. So ultimately, you have the best pricing you can get on the card for the initial launch, plus the free ad space. I'm giving you that until the end of the year. Now that's something that no other publication of this kind is offering, and it's going to give you a lot of flexibility. So what I want to leave you with are the primary advantages of opting in for this mailing. The ability to reach entire locales, that's important. If you're in Derby, for example, if you're a business owner there, a 10,000 piece mailing will cover all of Derby proper and the entire zip code. So you have the ability in some cases to reach an entire locale, or if you're in East Wichita, we'll be covering 67206, 67207, 67226, targeting demographics there that are desirable and covering pretty much all of East Wichita. The initial launch pricing I've discussed, the near 100% exposure rate is important. You cannot miss this card. There are no pages to flip through. There are no envelopes to open, as with like a Valpak type of offerings. The envelope has to be open. Somebody has to flip through all of those offers to get to yours. Hopefully you don't have any competitors in that offer, but more than likely you will, because they don't promise you no competition. We will. Even some of the higher end publications will feature two of the same types of businesses on the same page, and sometimes right next to each other. And I can't see why an advertiser would want to pay good money to have a coupon or an offer right next to their competition. Repeated online exposure, we've talked about. That'll be 90 plus days for free. No contract. We don't ask you to sign a commitment. Exclusivity, we've talked about, much more well received than other media. This is a high quality piece, as I mentioned. I want to be a little picky about what goes on this piece because it needs to be something that's desirable to the end user. Again, like I said, you can't miss the card. The nice thing about it is you can look at that card, you can flip it over, you're going to see all the offers within a few seconds and be able to make a decision whether or not you want the card. There's really no hard work involved. Affordability, we do 50% down, at least 50% at first proof. So half down, it's really not a lot to have to come up with. Roughly 3 weeks later, we'll have the first proof ready where you can make the final payment, and that makes the process very affordable. Discounted follow-up campaigns, we offer discounts if you run successive ads. Additionally, we do offer discounts for referrals as well for both you and the individual who you refer if that person ends up being on the card. Coupons can be redeemed more than once, and you have the ability to test multiple offers. Also on the website, there are going to be some really nice built-in features, and the ability to share is one of those. If you go out to the website and, for example, you see the Facebook button down here, if I click on that, it gives me a really nice custom-built share link. So if I like that offer and I want to share it with my friends, I hit that button and it goes out to all their friends on Facebook. Now that's really multiplying the reach capability of this ad. So I think that's a really powerful point that I want to make sure that I leave you with. Also, long shelf life, especially with the online offer. Redeemable and measurable, you'll know that this ad is effective when your customers come in with the offer. Full color glossy appearance we've talked about, noticeable size, you can't miss the card. If you're interested, you can send me an email. There on the screen is my email address, jlargent@spot1marketing.com. I will respond to you and find a time to call you and set up a meeting. Thanks again for your time, and I wish you good health and prosperity.